Good evening, everyone. We're coming to you a little bit early tonight. Welcome to tonight's game with the MNU Pioneers playing the Kansas Christian College Falcons. Each year, the Pioneers kick off their season with the Jeff Uphouse Memorial Classic to honor Jeff's legacy, his character, integrity, leadership, and his Christian testimony. Tonight, our programming looks different. It's always great to hear from Jeff's sister, Julie Ann Bell Uphouse. You just heard from Julie, and you'll hear more in half as she talks more with our athletics director, Todd Garrett. We're going to run a little video for you. Please look at your screen and check this out.
Well, good evening and welcome to the Cook Center and the Bell Family Arena here on the campus of Mid-American Nazarene University. I'm Todd Garrett, Director of Athletics here at the university, and in not too long from right now, we're going to be opening up our gym to a couple of basketball teams, some fans, and some friends of the university to start this year's 2020 basketball season. And who would have thought at this time of year we'd be able to play basketball, but we're grateful. And so I'm joined tonight by Julie Bell Uphouse. And Julie is joining me this evening because this weekend's event is centered around Jeff Uphouse, her late brother. And so, Julie, I thank you for joining me to kind of talk about Jeff, his legacy, and we're going to kind of do this in two parts here, just kind of as an intro, but really thankful that we have the opportunity to honor Jeff and his impact in this university. And so we're going to share later on at halftime what this event actually has really meant to everyone here on this campus. We're going to get to know Jeff a little bit more, but so this year is a little bit, I guess, of a milestone, if I might say that, because it was 20 years ago that we lost Jeff. So tell me a little bit about this event. There's one other date that's kind of significant that hits on October 30th here tonight that's important, but tell us about this event, those two kind of milestones, and what it means maybe to your family as well.
Okay, well, yes, it was 20 years ago that we lost Jeff, and this event is just a blessing to our family, being able to honor his memory and just honor some teams and with the character awards that come in, and we just every year get a chance to celebrate his life. And so I just thank you for this opportunity and welcome all the teams that are here this weekend.
Yeah.
So the other question you asked is about this important date.
Yeah.
The great thing that is neat for our family is that this event usually falls right around Jeff's birthday.
Yeah.
This year he would have been 54 years old. 54. So
my goodness.
Today is October 30th and his birthday.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, 17 years of holding this event in honor of Jeff and his legacy, and so, man, things have kind of stacked up. We're thankful that we have a chance to celebrate a legacy in COVID-19 days, so thanks for the opportunity to do that. So I understand your mom and dad are going to come up from Georgetown, John and Anita.
Here.
So
yes, they're here.
We look forward to recognizing them and kind of celebrating them. But you know, the Uphouse name, there's a bit of a history, and those who are watching through YouTube, we'd like to share maybe a little bit about that and kind of share a little bit about the Uphouse name, which really kind of helped get Jeff here as well as a student athlete. So tell us a little bit about that.
I was part of yes, the Uphouse farm was just south of here in Spring Hill, and Maddie Uphouse, our grandmother.
Yeah, sweet lady.
She was awesome. She was one of the first freshman English professors here, and loved, I believe, 10 years of teaching freshman English. And I can remember her baking wedding cakes for students here, and pies for the autumn auction, and just her vision for life, campus life, was, I guess, a foundation for what was to come later on. Not that Jeff chose Mid-America because of them. There were some other reasons, but the Uphouse name carries a lot.
Yeah. Well, you know, in those years, what a torchbearer for our institution to be able to help jumpstart our institution and get it where it is. But there's there's so much to be said for those kinds of legacies. And so the fact that we get a chance to celebrate Jeff's legacy, over his time as a student athlete here and even his short time as a dad and as a husband. So we're just honored to be able to do that. So thanks for spending time with us to do that. So we're going to actually come back at halftime. And what you guys are going to have an opportunity to do is hear more from Julie about her brother Jeff, their early years. And so just to kind of give you a little bit of a snapshot into the life of Jeff, and we'll talk a little bit more about the event, what we do with this event, and scholarshiping and leadership and character medallions. So we've got a lot more to talk about, but Julie, thanks for joining me and giving us a chance to honor Jeff through our basketball event. And so stick with us after the first half, and we'll see you at halftime, and go Pioneers.
That would be really fun.
Happy to be here too. Excited for it.
I heard you did wonderful things in my absence last week.
Big shoes to fill, and I'm sure we'll be upstaged again tonight.
Yeah, I don't think so. All right, we're ready to go in this new season for the Pioneers. Cairns wins the tip, gets it to Trey Brown, and we are underway. Again, Pioneers just opening their season, coming in, 0-0. Alexander has the top of the key. They work it to Trey Brown, left side. Back up top, Anthony Brown is going to take a shot, a little short. Goes off the right side of the rim and controlled by the Falcons. I hope everyone's enjoying the chat feature that we have going on right now. I see a couple Falcons fans in the chat room. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Yeah, Falcons fans were alive and well. Their fan base is very loud and very supportive.
All right. Well,
seen these guys play twice this season, and they've done a really nice job. Very competitive basketball team.
Well, I can't wait to see him tonight. Here's a
Campbell
three-point attempt. Missed off the right side of the rim, controlled by the Pioneers. Trey Brown quickly down the floor. Alexander at the rim. Little layup attempt, doesn't fall, and that's rebounded by the Falcons.
That's what they like to do. They like to push the ball, score in transition.
Jackson Hall brings it up the floor. Gets it into the hands of Lee. Back to Hall. Hall controls. Back to Lee, right side. Anthony Brown picks him up on defense. Now they feed it down low to the post. Going on Jake Alexander, and there's a layup. That's good from the left side by Randy Campbell. Pioneers quickly the other direction. Anthony Brown to Spellman. Spellman to Cairns. Cairns going to try a three. No good. Pioneers 0 for 2 behind the three-point line.
I like to see those two get the ball early and often, Brown and Cairns. They shoot the ball extremely well.
They do. They're going to have to get warmed up tonight. Here's another two-point basket. Good on the other end. The Falcons take a 4-0 lead in the early goings of the first quarter.
Very scrappy team, very energetic. They will push in transition. They like to get the ball down to to Campbell in the post. Do exactly what he just did. Early offense from KCC.
Anthony Brown with the ball, going to look to fill a bigger role as a sophomore this year for the Pioneers. Drives, dishes it out. Ball worked around the perimeter. Spellman left open for three. He's too strong, but a good rebound by Anthony Brown. Two-pointer good.
Probably a little bit of nerves here with their first game at home, first game of the season. Haven't had very many practices or opportunities, but Mid-America will look to push, get back into the game here to start things off.
Here's a shot attempt. I can't tell if Cairns got a piece of that, but he was definitely there on defense to alter the shot. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Spellman, thought about a long-range three. Gets it to Cairns. Cairns turns it over. Steal on the play by Jalen Lee. He's ahead of the field. Little stutter step, and his layup won't fall. Rebounded by Cairns. Now the Pioneers have a 5-on-4 break if they hurry. Spellman with it. Launches the three. That's no good. Spellman new to the squad this year, trying to get accustomed to his teammates. Ball's controlled by, oh boy, I'm going to mess that name up. Hicente?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Okay. Controls the ball very well for them. Jalen Lee, very uncharacteristic miss from him.
Oh, here's a three-point attempt. That's an air ball by Jackson Hall. Now the Pioneers, Spellman ahead of the field. Looking, dishes it off to Cairns. Cairns through the lane, layup up and good.
Nice pass there from Spellman to Cairns to get him started and on the board. Jalen Lee will be at the rim a lot tonight. We saw an uncharacteristic miss from him early on, but throughout this last weekend, we saw him really attack the rim hard and score almost every opportunity.
And they feed down low. This is Campbell. Campbell in amongst the trees. Nice ball fake or pump fake. Got the defender in the air, and he's able to hit the layup on the right side. Pioneers quickly the other way. Anthony Brown drives. Layup up. Good, and he's fouled.
Scoring at the 26 mark of the shot clock. They like to push it.
I don't know. Only 4 seconds into the shot clock. What took him so long?
Yeah,
Jeez.
I remember when I was playing that Coach Lamar wanted us to score before they had time to say the opponent's name after they scored.
I like it. I like it. Again, the layup was good by Brown. Free throw attempt on its way up and good as well. Falcons slowing the pace, only for a moment. Oh, here we go. Zlinger's broadcasting career is promising of the size of his biceps. I don't know. I'm pretty intimidated sitting next to him. I mean, this is a handsome man.
Oh, goodness. You guys are making me blush. Face for radio, that's for sure.
That's why I've lasted here so long. No one sees me. There was one game, I think it was 2 years ago, they actually put a GoPro up in the perch where I was at. We had broadcaster cam. I think it only lasted one game.
I can't imagine why. It definitely wasn't because of the call.
No, I'm just glad we didn't have the chat room feature at that time. Spellman got left wide open, freed off a screen, three-pointer up and good by the Pioneers.
Spellman was over 40% in the last season he played at the Division II level. He can really shoot the basketball. They're very confident in him shooting it. Coach Lanis told me a lot about this kid. Really competitive, really good shooter, and great creator.
Here's a layup attempt, no good off the left side. Another miss by Jalen Lee. He's there, he's getting to the rim, he just can't get the ball to fall.
Yeah, Jalen Lee, I'm sure he's frustrated. He's doing a really nice job of getting to the rim, just can't quite get him to fall. We saw him make some unbelievable finishes in the last time out. Just a really solid player, great Euro step, puts a lot of English on the ball, great finisher around the rim, just kind of unlucky tonight.
And Pedro Lopes has checked in for the Pioneers. Now he's trying to confuse me, he's changed his number this season. He was 45 down to 35. So just trying to keep me confused, which is not difficult. Spellman has it. He's isolating up top. Here comes the screen by Lopes. Spellman drives, dishes it out. Trey Brown with it. He's got 6 seconds to create. Drives, dishes. Lopes a pump fake underneath. Gets all three defenders in the air.
Strong take with strength inside to finish that. The 3 KCC defenders draped all over him.
Did a great job not shuffling the feet. Most of the time when you're trapped down there, those feet eventually shuffle. You get called for the travel. Not this time. New camera angles here for the Pioneers. I'm noticing. There we go.
Not one you want to leave, put at the free throw line or leave open from 3. Good shooter from about 15 feet, 18 feet. Does a nice job shooting the basketball as well as posting.
With Dakota Quinn no longer on the team as he's moved on in his basketball career, Lopes is kind of the size for the Pioneers. Going to need to play big underneath.
Yeah, missing Cam Brady tonight. He's going to be a big factor.
Here's a ball loose, picked up by the Falcons.
Great.
Big step.
Great defense inside by Patrick Cairns there.
Little contact, dished out, three-pointer, no good. That was missed by Elias. Pioneers quickly the other direction. Anthony Brown feeds the post, goes to Lopes down low. Great spin. Gets everyone in the air. He's fouled and he hits it again.
Pedro having his way down there. This undersized KCC team is going to really have to try to limit him.
Yep, they're
aggressive towards the rim.
They're in for a long day. Checking in for the Pioneers is Drew Smith. Seeing his first action of the evening.
Coach Lanis told me that Drew Smith is one of the fiercest competitors he's coached. Said he doesn't like to lose anything.
Free throw is good. See, it's my first night of broadcasting, can you tell? Getting all my terminology wrong. Pioneers extend their lead to 10, though, 16-6 here in the early goings of the first half. Jalen Lee with the ball, sends it up top, gets it in the hands of Hall. Working it around the court. Here's a drive, dish. Ooh, not handled cleanly, taken away by the Pioneers. Cairns ahead to Spellman. Spellman racing up the left side, drops it off down low, up and good. The hammer thrown down by Anthony Brown. There's a timeout on the play as the coach of The Falcons wants to talk things over. Look at your screen. Replay coming up. Boom.
An absolute thunderbolt by Anthony Brown. Flight 25, cleared for takeoff. Turn your phones on airplane mode, buckle up, and enjoy the flight.
Glorious. That's glorious. Oh, man. With just a little 30-second timeout on the floor. 18-6 is your score, as everyone's already heading back out there. Oh, it's so good to be back for basketball.
Absolutely. I'm just glad we have a season to call.
Thank goodness.
You know, Anthony Brown is known for shooting that outside three. Really does a nice job attacking the rim. Got to play against him all summer this summer in open gym when they did have it, and he was impressive attacking. Really, really good vertical. Jumps really well as just about as well as his jump shot, actually.
Lee working the ball around right side to Hall. We've got a whistle away from the ball, and that's going to be on the Falcons. Ball back to the Pioneers. Let's see, who did they end up calling this on?
I never got that call either.
I think they called this on Elias. Elias called for an offensive foul. No, he's not on the court, so I'm not sure who they called on. The number on the screen is wrong. Anyway, ball to the Pioneers. Now Brown takes that three you were talking about. No good. Rebounded by the Falcons. And now quickly at the floors, Jackson Hall. Hall working up the right side. Hesitation step, trying to get around Spellman. Pops it from about 12 feet out. No good. Rebounded by the Pioneers, and here comes Cairns the other direction. They go to Anthony Brown, back to Cairns. Cairns to Spellman. Lops trying to get freed up down low. Back to Cairns. Cairns going to launch a three. No good. Long rebound to Hall. Now with the numbers, a 3-on-1 break if they hurry. Oh, taken away at the rim. Cairns thought your shot was cute, but no. Nay. Nay, says Cairns.
Cairns says, you will have nothing and like it, sir. One thing I will expect from this KCC team after seeing them play a few times is they will not go away.
Oh, no, they don't. They sure don't.
Very competitive basketball team, and they stay in it.
Well, as we were talking about pregame, the first time the Falcons ever came in here, yeah, it was pretty much a blowout by the Pioneers, but every time since, they just get better and better and better.
Yep.
They are a good squad. Now Lops is fouled again. Randy Campbell will be called for the personal. And Pioneers bigs feasting underneath.
That's his first, 5th team foul. Andrew Lops at the line, shooting 2.
This is quickly going to get Elias back into the game as team fouls already an issue, 5 for the Falcons. First free throw doesn't fall, spins away. Lops is going to have one more. Always a player. Look, you're drinking out of the little Gatorade Dixie cup. Always a player.
Got to stay hydrated.
Yes.
Never know. I think I have a little eligibility left. I wasn't
Yeah,
thinking
hey, you
about.
know, your
Never
uniform
know.
might be hanging in back. Might pull you back in. Pioneers throwing on a little three-quarter court press. Nothing too crazy. Pierce able to handle it. Works the ball over to Lee. Lee has it right side. They go high post. Elias underneath, spins, tries to hit a player, and he does. Oh, the free throw is missed. And now, not able to collect the rebound was Pierce.
Yeah, unfortunate miss there for KCC. It was going to get him right off that drought. Just can't seem to finish inside right now. Unfortunate.
I think Pierce was surprised at how open he was. Probably didn't have to rush that shot. Oof. 19-6 is your score. Pioneers on top. 12:45 remaining in the first half.
Now, KCC's getting good looks, just not able to finish right now.
It's that lid I put on the rim
Hey, yeah.
before the game.
I'm sure Rocky will thank you for that. The defensive efforts have never been something to behold at MNU. It's more the offensive effort.
There's a missed shot by the Pioneers. Lops not able to hit from the right side. Falcons with a chance again. They've been scoreless for a while now, looking to get something in the basket. Three-pointer on the way, too strong, no good. They come up with the offensive rebound, taken away by the Pioneers. Anthony Brown ahead of the field. Layup good from the right side. This is Drew Smith scoring for the Pioneers, his first Pioneer points.
There's that patented fast break by the Pioneers. Nice job getting out in transition, running the floor, getting the easy bucket.
They can even outrun the broadcaster. It's not difficult. Now Falcons again. They go to the right elbow, try to pass down low. Not able to collect.
Shout
Randy
out to
Campbell.
superfan Ryan Robinson on the chat.
Birdman! What's up, Birdman?
Always loved walking in, seeing Ryan Robinson sitting in the stands.
Yep, the whoop whoops from the Birdman have become commonplace here in the Bell Family Arena. You can always follow Birdman on Twitter. I'll have to get you his handle. Get him on Facebook. You get a bad joke of the day. It's awesome. And boy, Birdman, your jokes are bad.
Gosh, I'm sure he doesn't listen to mine tonight.
Lee with the ball. He sends it over to Campbell.
Drew Smith doing a nice job pressuring Jalen Lee.
Yeah, Falcons struggling on this possession, but they're able to come up with the three. Jackson Hall knocks down the three-point shot.
Saw Jackson Hall make 3 consecutive threes on 3 consecutive possessions in his last outing.
Oh, that's a good time.
Someone you're going to want to be aware of.
Yeah, Hall likes to get freed up over in that corner and unleash the three ball.
Pedro Lopes will sit down for a second for a quick rest. He's been really important early on. Just that inside presence, doing a nice job finishing inside and getting to the free throw line.
Spellman and Brown are your backcourt. They go inside to Cairns. Cairns is fouled. I think they're going to, they're going to say that's good. Shot is good. Boy, I really thought that looked like it was on the floor. Okay, it was on the floor. Okay. I was expecting him to wave that off, and there was no arm waving.
Right.
Come on, officials.
No signal.
Work with me here. So there was a foul, not in the act of shooting. Inbounded from the baseline. They get it out top to Spellman. Spellman now has 15 on his shot clock. Going to look to create. Pioneers are spreading the floor, giving them a lot of room. Now people go in motion. Cairns is going to step up for that screen. Spellman takes it, goes left. Double team comes, backpedals a little bit, long pass out, gets it to Smith, and Smith didn't have enough time when he got the ball.
Yep. A little surprised to see Spellman not attack the rim there. That high ball screen is really difficult to defend, especially with a shooter setting the screen, as he can kick back for the three or attack the rim for the score. I'm sure they'll use that early and often, however.
Yeah, Cairns is a dangerous option. Now Elias picked up his dribble, had to figure out where to go, able to drop it off of Lee. Lee's going to drive left side, layup up and good.
There's that Jalen Lee attack we've been talking about and seen so often early in the season.
Cuts the Pioneer lead to 10 at 21-11. And Lee was having some tough luck. You think he's going to be able to straighten that out, but Trey Brown now says anything you can do, I can do better. He drives in and is able to hit the layup on the left side. Here's a three-point attempt, step-back jumper, no good. Offensive rebound goes into the hands of Landry. Another shot attempt, no good. And this time the Pioneers wrestle it away, ahead to Spellman. Spellman, boy, he got whacked at the rim, no call, but Smith with the follow, he's not able to hit and take it away. Now the Falcons racing down the floor.
Did look like Spellman got hit. Coach Lamar upset with the no call.
He wanted that. And now a miss on the other end. Pioneers ahead of the field. Spellman all by himself, layup left side, up and good.
Gets a do-over. Don't you love do-overs?
I love it. I love it.
Nice job by Spellman to be aware, stay down there. Good, great court vision by Patrick Cairns to find him and get the easy bucket.
Now the Falcons slowing the pace here. Still slowing it. There we go. Now they've got their man at the top. I'm sorry, Falcons fans. Whenever they're down on this end, I have coaches and officials all blocking my view, so I have to look at the monitor. Now we've got a foul on the play. First foul call on the Pioneers for the day. Who are they going to call this on? This is going to be on Cairns.
And Jalen Lee was actually a little surprised he got that call. Very late call there.
And now we've got a timeout called.
Lee frustrated walking on the bench here, you can see, but we know what he's capable of. Seen him go for 20 to 25 the last couple of games. They're going to have to do a nice job of guarding him, team guarding him, keeping him out of the paint, forcing jump shots. Don't want to see him get started and get going.
I didn't get the call on if this was a 30-second timeout or a full, but you know what? We'll keep it right here anyway. Well, I don't want to do a commercial. It's early season. Oh, this is the media timeout. That's right. I forget about it every year. Well, last year was its first year. Under 10 minutes in the half, we have to have the media timeout. So, hey, we're kind of media.
Understand what we're out here for.
Oh, nope. They want to go to commercial. No, they want to talk. Anyway, it's almost over. So once play resumes, the Falcons are going to be at the line with 2 free throw attempts. No changes made by the Pioneers during that stop in action. You still have Trey Brown, Anthony Brown, Spellman, Cairns, and let's see, who's our last one? Alexander. There he is.
If I'm KCC here, I'm going to go with what's got me here early on here. Just the few points they've scored have been in the post with attacking the rim with Campbell. I would probably try to get Jalen Lee going here with a couple high ball screens. See if you can't run Jackson Hall off of a double screen. See if you can't get a jump shot off. But this Mid-America defense has been pretty stifling early on, causing a lot of turnovers, a lot of easy buckets, runouts.
His first free throw is no good.
Can't let Mid-America run. And if you do, it's going to be a really long night.
Second free throw is good.
Hudson Welty asking with the no jacket suit combo. I know. I noticed that today. Coach Lanas going with the no jacket, and I think the fans are very welcoming to it. You guys got a body in the weight room. Looks like Anytime Fitness membership is used frequently.
Spellman, long distance three, and he comes up with 3 points.
This is that Spellman jump shot I was told about early in the year. The kid can really shoot the basketball.
Yeah, he was able to knock that down with no problems. Falcons heading back down now. The lead, they had cut it to 10. Pioneers quickly able to reclaim the hefty lead. Here's a shot underneath. No good. Again, not able to hit inside. But coming up with his own rebound was Randy Campbell. He's able to put it back in for 2 points. Pioneers the other direction. Anthony Brown misses the dunk, but the foul is called. You can see who they get for the Falcons on this one. It's going to be Marvin Stubbs called for the personal. Here's Brown again. Oh, boy, just a little bit of contact underneath.
Goodness gracious. Anthony Brown.
Yeah, he wanted that one.
There's going to be some night lights on tonight. Some scary athleticism.
Alexander heads to the bench. Lops returns to the floor. 2 free throws coming up for Brown. No, only one. What happened?
Anthony Brown, not only a great shooter, a lot of intelligence as well. He's an Oakland, Las Vegas Raider fan alongside me, so I know the kid's.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Very
Hold on. You can't say you're a Raiders fan and talk about someone's intelligence. They don't fit together.
They really don't.
No. It really hurts me as a lifelong Chiefs fan because I've lived here forever.
I understand.
But Vegas is my favorite vacation town.
There you go.
I love Vegas. So
hey, friends in the desert.
I fully intend to go see the Chiefs play in Vegas.
Rare turnovers so far here from the Pioneers is Hyacinth will go back to the free throw line and shoot for 2.
Hold on now. We're still not done bashing the Raiders.
Oh, absolutely. I forget who the Chiefs' only losses of the season is to. I just can't remember that far back.
Well, you know, losing for the Chiefs is so rare anymore. It's really hard to come up with those.
It is.
Those
it is.
rare occurrences.
Yeah. These poor guys.
Oh, this could go all night. First free throw is no good.
The chat's going to blow up here in a second.
That's right.
Yeah.
Second free throw, no good, but a good back tip by the Falcons. They're going to keep this possession alive.
Marvin Stubbs is a player we did not see from COVID. Wasn't able to get cleared, so he couldn't play, but we didn't see him in the first 2 games.
Well, he's making an appearance now, and he comes up with 2 points.
Absolutely. Making his presence felt early, getting the tip out, and getting his team an extra bucket there.
Drew Smith ready to check back in for the Pioneers. Trey Brown with it at the top. Goes down low to Cairns. Cairns runs right into the defender, spins, fires, no good. Tipped around, whistle blown. This is going to be on Pedro. All right, calling for the push. So the ball's going to go back to the Falcons. (30-16) is your score. 7.5 remain.
Trey Brown with a few really nice passes to set his teammates up. They're unable to finish that one, but there is not much drop off at all from their 1 to 2 there, if any at all. Spellman and Brown are going to be a tough duo to handle all year.
They are going to be a wicked backcourt.
Absolutely. Great shooters, really good at attacking, crafty guards, decent defenders. It's going to be fun to watch them all year.
Mr. Evans is not helping me in the chat. He is not helping me in the chat
Thank you,
at
Chris
all.
Evans.
Stop it, sir.
Appreciate your help
and
your support.
Falcons trying to isolate here on Spellman. Now they kick out, little drive and dish. 3-pointer, no good. Spellman comes up with the rebound. They go to Cairns. Cairns to Anthony Brown, left side. Back to Cairns. He got left wide open. 3 on the way. Too strong. Apparently you've been working with him in the weight room too. He's too strong on that shot. Here's a drive. Foul that's going to be called on the Pioneers. Let's see who gets this one. Anthony Brown is my guess. Indeed it is.
Well, while Cairns is struggling from 3 tonight, we know how hot he can get very, very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
One thing about him is he's had lost a lot of weight this summer, got himself in tremendous shape. He's a high-level athlete. This kid can really play the game.
Yeah, and we saw Cairns last year what I like. Even when he's a little cold, he doesn't stop shooting.
No, and you like to see that. He's got so much confidence, and I think the Pioneers are behind him on that as well. They're very excited when he shoots the ball. It's a tell of a good shooter.
Yeah, he'll shoot himself out of that slump.
Absolutely.
Now, is it just me, or on that last possession have the Pioneers switched over to his zone defense?
I believe they did as well.
Yeah, it sure looked like they dropped out of the man-to-man real quick, just giving another look to the Falcon offense. Here's a drive, dish out, Smith for 3, no good. Pioneers try the back tap, goes to the Falcons. Falcons have a rush going right now, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Layup up and good.
Cynthia's an interesting player. Does a nice job getting to the rim. He handles pressure the entire game. We were talking about how many minutes he played in his last outing. Really durable player.
He doesn't avoid contact either. He's taking it right in there.
Uses his body well.
Ball is loose, eventually picked up by the Falcons, and they're coming down. They're only trailing 10 now, trying to get back in this. Now Drew Smith from behind, able to take it away. Yep. Smith, Spellman, and Cairns down the floor.
Oh, great dish.
Oh, Anthony Brown trails the play, and the ball's knocked out of his hands. Ball's going to stay with the Pioneers.
A little bit of magic there from Blake Spellman. Magic. Oh, no. Wave the wand.
Did he put a spell on?
Goodness, tricky.
Man, what a spell, man. Oh, boy. Pioneers able to get the ball inbounds. They've got 21 on the shot clock. Anthony Brown in the corner, 3 on the way. Leaves it short. It's taken by Elias. Now here come the Falcons. Quickly down the floor. Pierce brings it up. Little stutter step. Takes the 3. No good. And taken by Anthony Brown.
Dakota Quinn, we appreciate your support and compliments. I think that's what that was.
We're going to call it a compliment, sure enough. Anthony Brown not able to hit the jumper. Tried from the mid-range. No good. Here's another 3-on-2 break. Oh, this time the ball not handled clean by Jalen Lee, and it's a turnover on the Falcons. Ball back to the Pioneers.
We've got a few ex-Pioneers in the chat right now.
Yeah, we do. Hudson Welty in there, Dakota Quinn.
Dakota Quinn was in the All-Decade team, great player, All-American, led the world in blocks. That is a real statistic. He led every statistical category: NBA, Division I, Division II, Division III, in block shots. Unbelievable.
Yep. There's some work inside. Lops using his height advantage, comes up with 2 points. Yeah, we pointed that out a few times on the broadcast, and I think people didn't believe me at times when I said it, but no, leading the world. We were just complimenting him, producer. Where are you at? Keegan misses you, Dakota. All right, here's another turnover. Anthony Brown with it. Ball poked free, but they're going to call a foul. This is going to be on Jalen Lee.
Foul number 3, Jalen Lee.
Pedro showing his maturity and experience here. They really need him to use that size advantage, and he's going right at the rim and no fear at all. Using his post moves, scoring at will right now.
Anthony Brown's free throw, no good. This was a 1-on-1 as the Pioneers are in the bonus.
Very rare miss from Anthony Brown at the free throw line. You won't see that very often.
Oh, Falcons, ball's free. Everyone trying to come up with it. Anthony Brown able to wrestle it away, gets it to Drew Smith. Smith up the right side of the floor. Layup attempt up, won't fall. Whistle blown. And this is going to be one of those calls. They were just kind of waiting to see if the ball dropped or not.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the turnover numbers for KCC. They've struggled to take care of the basketball tonight, but while they've turned it over quite a few times, still within reach here. Only down 12 with 4 minutes to go until halftime. Told you we were going to see them fight all night long.
Oh yeah, they weren't going to go away. They've trailed by as much as 16. Ooh, Smith's first free throw does everything but drop.
I think we have most of the starting lineup last year in the chat for the Pioneers. And one thing I did notice, I got to sit on the bench one time with Dakota Quinn last year, and his suit game is unmatched. I mean, that guy, he knows how to put an outfit together.
Yeah, that's a good skill to have. As opposed to me that just looks like a constant train wreck.
Oh, absolutely not. You look like a heck of a broadcaster.
I look like a 40-year-old with 2 teenage daughters. so pretty rugged. Drew Smith not able to connect on either free throw attempt. So the Falcons going to try and draw closer.
Nice job staying in front by the Pioneers. Great defense. Jackson Hall can't knock down the shot. A shot clock violation.
I don't know about that. And that ball came down right in Drew Smith's arms. I don't know if I would have blown the whistle on that. The Pioneers were off to the races. Cairns is going to check in. Lops takes a seat.
Yeah, Lops has done a really nice job, giving him some really good minutes. So is Drew Smith. In his first action, he scored it, a few steals, a few nice passes, runs the floor really well. He's going to be a great addition to the Pioneer team.
Dakota's asking you out on a date. I mean, said you're making him blush. Spellman with the ball for the Pioneers. Gets it to Trey Brown. Trey Brown, a little jab step, brings it out. Now a hesitation. Gets it to Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown down the baseline. Whistle blown. Gone ahead and waved off the shot, but Anthony Brown's going to go to the line. Again, Pioneers in the bonus.
10th team foul. Anthony Brown on the line. We should need 2.
All right, now we're in the double bonus. So 2 free throws coming up for Anthony Brown. First one on its way. Short, no good.
Maybe some first game jitters here for Cairns and Brown.
I'm just going to blame you. I think you jinxed him.
I'm excited to see these guys shoot the basketball this year. From what I've seen in the preseason and from last year, it's going to be a dangerous duo out there. You add Spellman and Trey Brown as well. It's going to be a fun group.
Well, and you've told us that the practices and the training have not been where they would normally be under the right circumstances this year. So they're only going to get better as they get to know each other.
Absolutely. And I think while that's the case, I think the conditioning level will also pick up as the year goes on, and we'll see this already potent running team get even better at that phase of the game.
Speaking of which, Pioneers on the break after the turnover. Cairns comes up with the layup on the right side. 35-20 coming into the final moments of the first half.
Patrick Cairns, sweet, sweet sugar on that layup.
You've just been waiting to drop that one.
Oh, gosh. Smooth.
All right, we've got a full timeout on the floor, so after this replay, we'll go ahead and hit our first commercial break and pay the bills. We'll be back in 60 seconds. All right, we're back. The Pioneers back on the floor, waiting the Falcons to join them. Cairns, Alexander, Spellman, Brown, and Brown. (35-20). Here come the Falcons. Remember the timeout was called by the Falcons. They'll have the ball here near half court. Hall inbounds to Pierce. Pierce with it. Anthony Brown awaits him at the top. They go right side to Hall. Hall back to Pierce in the corner. Back to Hall, working it around. Now they're trying to reverse. Now back. Pierce open in the corner. 3 on the way. No good. Cairns not able to come up with the rebound, but he tips it right into the waiting hands of Trey Brown. Trey Brown up the floor. Gets it to Alexander. Alexander, who last year was such the motor coming off the bench. Into the corner to Cairns. No good. Ball's free. Anthony Brown comes up with it. Pioneers are going to have another chance. They go Spellman. Spellman left side. Drives. Dishes out. Ball worked around. Anthony Brown. 3 on the way. Got it. Great ball movement by the Pioneers.
Absolutely. Keep that possession alive. That's easy money for Anthony Brown. Catch it, set your feet, let it fly.
Yeah, that's what I did back in my playing days. In my 0 career points. Here's a drive, whistle on the play. This is going to be a foul on the floor. This is going to be on Jake Alexander.
Not many, huh?
Yeah, man, I was really on fire. A whole 0. I'm short and fat. They don't let me play basketball.
Zach Schmidt, we appreciate your comments. However, we do understand.
All right, the Falcons inbounding underneath. They're able to get that into Elias. Elias has it in the corner. Alexander awaits him. Send it up top. Trey
Nice
Brown
job.
tips it away, keeps it alive. It's Spellman all alone. Right side layup, up and good.
Well, Blake Spellman gets the 2 points on that possession. Trey Brown, the reason that ball is loose and stolen, great defense by Trey Brown there to steal it, and then the awareness to throw it across court and lead his teammate for an easy bucket.
Yeah, here's a step back 3. That's Steph Curry range right there. Jackson Hall knocks one down from way beyond the arc.
Talked about that kid's range and ability to shoot the ball earlier. Really nice player. Beautiful form. Not afraid to shoot it, and they need him to shoot it right now.
They do. They want to get back into this. Trey Brown called for a travel on that play. Questionable. Don't know which game the Zebras are watching, but here's the replay. If you look at your screen, this is Trey Brown taking that pass away, flinging it ahead to Spellman.
Yeah, Coach Lamar upset about that call. I just read his lips, and he is definitely not praying.
He has nothing but kind, constructive criticism to the officials and their officiating endeavors.
As we all do, I believe.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Isente on the attack again. Nice job using his body. Very physical guard. Does a really nice job using his body in the lane to score that one.
That was very smooth.
Great move.
That was a smooth
Euro
play.
stepped with a little body.
Yep.
Impressive.
Trey Brown with it. Gets it over to Alexander. Alexander down in the post to Lumps. Turnaround jumper, no good. Good back tip, though, by Anthony Brown. Gets it to Alexander. Alexander with the follow, and he's fouled. Shot does not fall, so he's going to go to the line for 2.
Alexander is a McPherson product. They bleed basketball there.
Yeah, they do.
He is everything that I remember about McPherson High School. Just a flat-out competitor. He is a gamer. Shows up ready to play. High energy, high athleticism. Does a nice job for the Pioneers.
Both free throws are good by the Pioneers, by Alexander. 42-25. 40 seconds remain in the first half. Hall has it. Gets it over to Hyacinth. Waiting for the screen to come. It finally gets there. There's a nice spin. Shot was altered. I think Lope's got a piece of that. Ball's loose. Trey Brown comes up with it. Now Trey Brown's going to slow things down, holding for the last shot of the half. Gets it across half court, down to 10. Looking to create. Lops comes up for the screen. Brown working left. Down to 5 to Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown gets a travel call.
Yeah, did catch and shuffle the feet there if you watch it. Something I used to get called for all the time.
Just a much slower version than what Anthony Brown's got working for him.
Absolutely.
Feet were a little slower.
My dad and Coach Lamar used to say it looked like I was running in caramel.
Hey, Dirk Nowitzki taught us you don't have to be fast to be a good player.
Absolutely. Last shot of the half here.
On its way. Good if it goes, and it does not. Falls off the right side of the rim. So here at half, we have 42-25. The Pioneers are on top. We're going to set the clock for 15 minutes. We're going to come back just a little bit early. So set your clock for about 13 minutes. We'll be back with a little more information about the Jeff Uphouse Memorial Classic, and then all your first half stats. So go ahead and refill your beverage, order another pizza, send us one up here in the perch. We're not in the perch anymore, we're at the table. And we'll be back in 13 minutes.
Well, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. And Julie, thanks for coming back to have a follow-up conversation with a little bit more details about Jeff as we honor him and his legacy through the Jeff Uphouse Memorial Classic, and hope you've enjoyed the first half thus far. But Julie, as we sit and talk, I've been at this institution both as a student athlete, and you and I overlapped a little bit, and as an employee now for over 25 years. And so uniquely, I came right behind Jeff. I came in 90 when he was done in 89. So I never really had the opportunity to get to know him personally and intimately. So I kind of lived vicariously through you, hearing stories, Coach Lamar, and numerous others, your mom and dad. And there was just, there was always something about him that I think if you knew of him, I felt like you knew him, as an individual. So, it's unique, but as a student athlete here, I'm sure not everybody had the opportunity to get to know him, but I'd like for our people watching at a distance to get to know him a little bit. And I'm curious, when you were growing up, what kind of athlete was he? Let's talk a little bit about some of the talents that he had.
Well, I'm showing my age a little bit here, but he is 6 years older than I am. And so our growing up was never a competition between us.
Okay.
He was very much my big brother that I looked up to all the time. When I have heard many stories about when he was young, and Jeff was very competitive, but he was also just very focused, and he did not start off as a basketball player.
Okay.
He started off as a gymnast.
Really?
So
okay.
It's my understanding from talking to my folks that he started gymnastics when he was in preschool, and in kindergarten he started traveling with a gymnastics team.
Oh, wow.
And when he was 9, won the state championship in Texas for 9-year-olds for gymnastics.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I would have been three at the time.
So
I don't quite remember all of
Yeah,
that, but
for
apparently
sure.
I got drug
Yeah,
along a few
I
places.
bet.
And
Okay.
but he was very committed and just focused and yes, pretty competitive.
Well, and I'm assuming, those formidable years, 6 through 12 or so, when you're in gymnastics, there's a focus and a consistency that you're required to have to do that. Those kids are in the gym for several hours a day. So I'm sure you learned a lot of grit through those times. So did you ever get the chance to pick up basketball out in the driveway? I mean, what was that like?
We actually had a half-size basketball court in our backyard.
Okay.
And Texas weather is a bit different than here, and so I would say 9 months of the year, 9 to 10 months of the year, we were able to play on that.
Yeah.
We had a basketball court, and then we had a pool, and then down the way there was a tennis court. So I'd say the majority of our time was outside in backyards between neighbors and our place. But there were some pretty good pickup games. I'd say it started with my dad.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Then turned into with his friends, and I do remember a lot of his friends hanging out at our house, and
that's awesome.
Quite a few pickup games.
Yeah. Well, so as he grew up, and obviously the background of gymnastics and other sports, but it sounds like he found his way into basketball. That seemed to be his passion. And when he graduated high school, he didn't come directly to Mid-America.
No, he actually had a basketball scholarship to Texas Christian University, TCU.
Yeah.
And he did not go there. He went just about 30 miles up the road from where our house was, and played at a university called Southwestern University.
Yep.
And when he got there, was actually told to redshirt, and so he redshirted his freshman year.
Okay.
But that was a very important time in his life. I know God used that. He actually started the Georgetown Church of the Nazarene his freshman year while he was there.
Is that right?
So I know that when looking back, God had a plan for him if it wasn't basketball there. I know that he led the coach's son to Christ, and to this day, that friend will say that it's been that was the most important thing in his life. And so he did not play. He redshirted.
Oh boy.
And it was about that.
Oof.
It was about that time that Coach Lamar came calling, because at that time, Coach Lamar was called to be coach here.
That's right. Yeah. similar timelines. So he doesn't have a negative experience or a bad experience, but he realizes maybe that's not the place for him.
Right.
And so he winds up here at Mid-America and has, full 3 years and graduates on time and is able to have a wonderful career. And Coach has great things. You guys are going to hear more from Coach Lamar at the end of the evening here. But so if you had to kind of take a step back and knowing there's a few years between you guys when he came off to college, when he was done in the late 80s there, what would you say would have been his fondest memory of his time here at Mid-America? Can you draw on anything that he might say was special?
Well, I can remember stories with his roommates and what a wonderful time he had with all of his friends. When I'm looking at it, I think about meeting his wife, Daylene, here.
Oh, yeah,
and
sure.
I obviously wasn't here, so I did call her just to kind of gain insight on what she thought were his most wonderful times here. And she shared with me an interesting story that it really wasn't the time here that stuck out to her. It was after this Cook Center was built.
Oh, yeah?
And she said it was the same year that Jeff passed. And I believe right around the time of when Mid-America was going for the national championship.
Yeah.
And
that's right.
she said one time after the game, she just caught him looking around. And in talking with him later, he was just so pleased and so kind of overwhelmed looking at the whole big picture and just what got it done here.
Yeah.
Being in it from the beginning and playing in Land Memorial.
86 to 89 was kind of some treacherous days.
And just he knew there was more, and I think he just seeing everything come kind of full circle and just seeing the success of the team and seeing this beautiful building that so many athletes can play in. She said really that was one of the best memories that she could think of his time here and translating to his time later.
Sure.
So.
Well, the investment he made, and so many, not him being alone, but so many made in the basketball program in this institution in the late 80s, and then to move into this building in 99, 2000, and then win the national championship in 07. So to see what those guys had done to lay the groundwork for the opportunities that our student athletes have now. So very special.
Yeah.
So, well, not to be outdone, we talk about athleticism, we talk about basketball. Tell me, it seems like every time I talk to Coach Lamar, I talk to friends of his that I still stay connected with as well, I hear character, I hear leadership, I hear integrity, I hear work ethic, and certainly I hear Christian faith, I hear Christian walk. What is it about Jeff that you can recall as a sister that you can say those were attributes that he aspired towards? It just seems like those resonate when people talk about him. It obviously had to be something you saw on a regular basis, and some of his friends may have experienced as well.
Well, yes. I've heard from so many of his friends that they felt like his best friend. And friends from Texas and friends from here. And I think Jeff just invested in relationships and made everybody feel like they were his best friend.
Yeah, wow.
And, he always had leadership qualities, but he never, I guess, talked about being
didn't push it on people.
Didn't push it on people.
Okay.
I am kind of a quiet leader, and he just always put God first.
Wow.
And I think that came out in his life. And so he would just try and make everybody feel like they were the most important.
Interesting. The consummate
That-
teammate to always
All the time.
be available and support and encourage and push that person out into the limelight. It embodies those descriptors that people have shared with me, the character and leadership. So not surprised that some of his teammates would say the same thing, or classmates, that they felt like he was their best friend. So it's certainly a privilege for us, and part of what you guys will see at home is we're going to recognize individuals from each team with a character and leadership medallion in honor of Jeff. It's something we've done for 17 years now, and as a result of Jeff's legacy, we continue to get gifts annually in support of the Jeff Uphouse Memorial Scholarship Fund, and we received another major gift of $5,000 towards that, so the basketball program will be recipients of that gift. So just an honor that people thought so much of him that they would continue to support the basketball program and to support this special event. So thank you for giving us an opportunity to share and be a part of that legacy, and to honor him, to honor your family. So we're thankful for that. So I'd like to leave those of these guys at home with a statement that Jeff made to his dad in an email. That's kind of difficult for me, Julie. Jeff shared with his dad back in 1999, before his passing in 2000, in an email communication back and forth with John.
Yeah.
He said these words: "The light we shed, the message we convey, and ultimately the way we touch people in our short time on earth is what really matters and what counts." And I don't think there's any better way to probably live your life than to reflect Christ to others. And it's apparent that Jeff did that because of all of those people that enjoy being a part of this event. And so thanks again for giving us the honor and the privilege of getting to know Jeff through your eyes. We could go on, I know, but we got to start a second half. So
Yes.
Thank you again for being a part of it. And
No, thank
celebrating.
you. Thank you. Thank you to all of you who helped fund this scholarship, and just again, thank you for letting us celebrate every year at this time. So good luck to both teams. Close game.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday to Jeff. And stick around for our post game, as we will recognize live our recipients of the character and leadership medallions in Jeff's honor, as well as take a minute to interview Coach Lamar to hear his thoughts on what Jeff meant to him as a student athlete here in his early years as a basketball program. So stay with us. We'll see you again soon. Thank you. Thanks, Julie.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that piece. That was with the athletic director, Todd Garrett. Sorry, my mind stopped working there for a minute. Yeah, that was athletic director Todd Garrett talking with Julie Bell Uphouse. That's sister of the late Jeff Uphouse. So glad you enjoyed that. Let's get you the first half stats real quick before we resume play.
Absolutely.
I'm going to let my lovely and talented assistant take care of this for us.
Anthony Brown leads the Pioneers in points with 13, followed by Blake Spellman with 10, Pedro Lopes with 9. Randy Campbell leads KCC with 8, Jackson Hall with 6, couple of threes, and Jovens Hyacinth with 6. The Pioneers are up 42-25, shooting at 45% from the field, while KCC shooting at 33% from the field. Both teams struggling from three-point range, as we see MNU at 3 for 15, only 20% there. However, KCC not much better with 2 for 12. Free throw battle has definitely been won by the Pioneers. They're 9 for 14. Falcons are 1 for 4. Rebound battle, however, was won by the Falcons. KCC 22 to MNU's 20.
All right, we're ready for second half action. So while the teams are taking the court, let me just go over this right quick. So we are thrilled to offer you for the first time this free video streaming service of MNU Athletics. We did it for football and volleyball. We're keeping it going for basketball, everything that we've been doing. So we know that during this time of travel restrictions and quarantine, money is tight, so enjoy the free production. And again, we've got an awesome producer over here who's doing a great job, as he does every time. But if you feel so led, there is a way to financially support our efforts. Just click on the $sign at the bottom of the chat window and follow the prompts. We would love to continue to provide free streaming service in the future, and you can be a part of that blessing. So if you guys can handle that for us, I would appreciate it. because I enjoy doing these broadcasts, and I love that they're free. Like, it's the first time that I've been calling games that these have been free. And again, this is my 5th year, 6th year, somewhere around there. I've been doing this a while. You guys have been listening to me for a long time, and I love that we can offer it to you for free. So, yeah, if you feel led, please help us out.
Absolutely, a free chat, but you get what you pay for with these broadcasters, right?
That's boy, I know that's right.
And on cue, Keegan Cook, really appreciate it with the haircut comment as well. Just had it done today. I appreciate that. Scissors and Scotch.
Like I said, my lovely and talented assistant. Lovely, lovely. There's a takeaway by the Pioneers. Anthony Brown with it. Needed to get the ball off to somebody. He finds Alexander. Pioneers not going to be able to get out on the break at this moment. Well, we'll see what happens. Here we go. They get it to Cairns. Cairns here on the right side. They get it to Anthony Brown. He's in the post. Taken away. Oh, late whistle. Whoa.
Jalen Lee swiped that pretty clean. Must have been on someone else. Let's see what we got here. It was, yeah.
So, yeah, they called the push. I was going to say that. But I am paid by MNU to be a homer, and even I didn't think that was a foul on Lee. But the Pioneers keep their possession.
Great set by MNU on the inbounds under.
Randy Campbell was actually called for the personal. It was a push away from the ball, so just to keep you updated. Now Hall has it, gets it over, down in the corner to Lee. Lee up top to Elias. Elias pops the three. No good left side. Rebounded by Alexander. Only Pioneers in the area on that rebound. Now Trey Brown up the center of the floor. Works to his right side. Now going left around the Cairns screen. Still working left. Kicks it out into the corner to Spellman. Spellman's going to bring it right. Goes cross court to Alexander. Alexander not a three-point threat, so he's going to work the ball back up top. Spellman with it. He is a threat. Takes the three on its way. Short off the front of the rim. No good. Kept alive by Trey Brown.
A lot of extra possessions tonight.
Now here's a great fake. Anthony Brown to the front of the rim. Layup up and good.
Trey Brown has done a nice job getting MNU an extra possession. They've been able to capitalize on a few of them now.
The Falcons slowing the pace, and we talked about this before the game. Depth is the issue for the Falcons. So you got to wonder when fatigue's going to set in. And now a foul's going to be called on Jake Alexander.
Absolutely. Depth has not been an issue for Mid-America. We got some Drew Smith fans in the chat, and I agree with them. He does a really nice job. He's going to be a great addition. Can't wait to see what he brings to the table for Mid-America.
Drew Smith, and I've seen this happen with a lot of new players as they come in. You know, they kind of ease into their minutes. No one just jumps on the floor and plays, the full 40.
Absolutely.
So Drew Smith, I imagine you're going to see his time go up as the season goes along. But again, the Pioneers this year, they've got some talent in the backcourt. So Drew Smith is really going to have to make a really good impression because there's a lot of good players back here.
Yeah, with Spellman and Brown, it's going to be Trey Brown, that is, at the 1. Actually, they've got Trey playing the 2. They both do a really nice job of controlling the basketball and not turning it over.
Well, you say that, and
yeah,
Brown threw a very dangerous pass. Well, but it gets to Anthony Brown. He's left open for 3, and he knocks it down.
Can't do that. Anthony Brown says, "Say my name hot like the oven door."
There we go. 47-26 is your score. Pioneers on top. Lee looking to get anything created.
Mixon.
Can take a step back jumper from 16, no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Alexander takes it. Anthony Brown, left side, up to Spellman. Spellman driving, dishes it back out to Anthony Brown. Brown to Alexander. Alexander making a liar out of me for the 3, no good. Rebounded by Anthony Brown.
Anthony Brown ripping down rebounds, trying to stay with it.
Couldn't hit the 3rd attempt on that possession. Taken away by Lee of the Falcons. They go up top to Hall. Hall's going to drive. Dishes it out to Elias. Elias working to his right. He's going to take a 3. Nope. No good off the right side. He was not squared up for that shot. Ahead to Trey Brown. Trey, a bounce pass to Cairns. Cairns layup from the right side, up and good.
So that's what Spellman and Brown are going to do so well. They bring that to the table. It's just the court vision. See 3 plays ahead. You can see Spellman see Cairns open, but decided to go with the hockey assist to Trey Brown for the bucket. Trey Brown across to Patrick Cairns for the bucket.
Ooh, there's Hall. He was deep behind the 3-point line, knocks down the 3-point shot.
They're forcing Hall to shoot that shot, and he's not afraid to take it.
Pioneers have some people who can answer that, but they don't really need to at this moment. Up by 20, 49-29. Again, we're still in the early goings of the second half. Alexander has the ball knocked away from him, but Trey Brown chases it down. They go to Alexander again. Alexander spins, fires it out. Anthony Brown open for three, on its way. No good, too strong.
Great use of the veer there. Great steal by
Now
Anthony Brown.
That's Anthony Brown. Trey Brown poked it loose. Anthony Brown takes it away. They go to Spellman. Spellman in the paint. Gets it to Cairns, but a foul's going to be called. Spellman got a little tangled up with Jackson Hall.
That's his second team foul. Substitution for Kansas Christian, number 20.
So something I've enjoyed doing during these games that have the chat feature, I did it for football and some for volleyball. I like knowing where everyone is watching from. So if you're in the chat room, let us know where you're watching from. I'm sure we've got some Olathe. We've got some, McPherson in the house. What else do we have? Where are you watching the game from? Let me know. Oh, there's a lob. Spellman saw Alexander get freed up along the baseline, and he throws down the wicked two-hand slam.
Alexander walks right into the KCC kitchen and makes himself a slamwich.
Wow. That just happened, folks. A slamwich.
High level.
High level. Lee trying to answer, drives down. Shot no good, rebounded by the Pioneers. Pioneers off to the races. Spellman's going to pull back for three, no good. That's going to be chased down by the Falcons. They keep it alive. Now heading right down the center of the floor is Ramirez, and Ramirez able to hit the layup from the right side.
Rudy Ramirez gave them some great minutes in his last performance. Definitely a player they're going to use. High minutes, high energy guy. Had 31 and 11 in their opening scrimmage. Really solid player. Unbelievable athlete. I've gotten a chance to see that up close, and unfortunately under the rim a few times of a few of his dunks.
Of a Cameron Brady throwdown?
Absolutely. Jonathan Green, watching from London, England. Playing basketball over there, continuing his career.
Jolly old England.
Also checking in, Drew Smith.
So the first free throw from Jacinth was good. He's got one more after the Pioneer foul. First foul on Spellman. Second team foul of the half. Second free throw is good. Spellman now bringing it up the floor for the Pioneers. Drew Smith has it right side. Sends it up top to Lops. Now to Spellman. Spellman, a good head fake. Ooh, tried to send it along the baseline. Anthony.
Definitely some contact after that made three by Spellman.
So I see in the chat room they're saying Cameron Brady is sick, and now you just admitted to playing against him. Is there something you need to tell us? Should I not be sitting this close to you?
Oh, this was last season.
Oh,
There's Drew Smith again.
Drew Smith, two-pointer good on the right side.
He's got some fans in the chat. Drew Smith again running the floor, helping that Pioneer offense. Yeah, unfortunately that wasn't able to play with him this year, but last season we saw some serious Cam Brady athleticism, and trust me, it is alive and well.
Now Lops is going after Dakota Quinn's block record. He's got another one here tonight. They go to Drew Smith. Drew Smith driving baseline, kicks it back out to Cairns. Cairns up top to Spellman. Spellman has it. He's going to slow things down for just a moment.
Comes that high ball screen with Spellman and Lopes.
Spellman looking. He's
Great
looking the
dish.
whole way. Good. There's the feed underneath. Lops good for two. Spellman watching for that pass the entire time.
That high ball screen with a big at the top that can shoot it, pick and pop is really tough to defend. Spellman uses it fantastically. It's going to be a really difficult guard by Mid-America all year long, especially with Brown coming off that, and then you got Spellman coming off it. Dangerous.
All right, and that's a full timeout call by the Falcons. We got two replays coming up. We don't want to go to a commercial. Let's do some replays. Hit me. Here's the first replay. This is Spellman working it to Brown, back to Spellman. And there's the lob to Alexander. Yeah, I love it. You can't even see Alexander coming into your screen until he is airborne. Okay, we got number 2 coming up for you. So there's Drew Smith. The long pass ahead to Spellman. Spellman so fast the camera can hardly keep up with him. Here we go. And look at this pass. Nutmegs him.
Goodness. Spellman says the juice is temporary, but the sauce is forever. Oh.
And that leads to 2 points for Drew Smith.
You know what I'm talking about, though? You know, you got juice, like some lemonade, Minute Maid. How long does that last in your fridge? A couple days?
It goes a little longer.
Yeah, maybe a little longer. Sure, a week.
Yeah.
You get some Sweet Baby Ray's, like some KC barbecue sauce. How long does that last?
Now you're just going to make me hungry.
Yeah. Just sauce lasts forever. I'm telling you. And there's plenty of it with the Spellman kid. Matt Wilkinson in the chat. UCM player. Heck of a career at Blue Valley Southwest. I got to coach against him. Really good player. Great shooter.
And play has resumed. Falcons with the ball. 58-33 is the score. Now don't forget, everyone, we have just a ton of basketball coming up for you this week. Not part of the Jeff Uphouse Memorial Classic Tournament. We just have a regular season game here tomorrow night at 7:30. So you can tune in and listen to the Pioneer Sports Network, or if you are so inclined, you can bring yourself down here. Again, traveling fans, unfortunately, not able to come in. They are allowing some students in, so hopefully the students will
great
show up.
backdoor cut.
There we go. Anthony Brown with the slam, 2 hands, as he's ruining my plug for the rest of the week. And again, Pioneer Sports Network, we will be here for you for all the games. Got the regular season game. We've got another game Thursday night at 6 o'clock, and then the ladies take the court Friday at 6 as well. So a lot of basketball coming up.
Great setup there by Anthony Brown on that backdoor cut, and Pedro able to deliver it. Nice shot.
Oh, look at that. That ball just ends up right in the hands of Trey Brown. Look what I found. Able to put it in for 2 points. 62-33 is your score. Landry has it. Goes left side. Lee bringing it up top. Looking to create. Again, Lee's been a big part of this tournament. Struggling tonight. Drops it off down low. Taken away by Trey Brown. Just flat taken away. Ahead to Drew Smith. Drew Smith ahead of the field. Got it knocked out of his hands. But it's going to stay with the Pioneers.
Yeah, and those constant transition runs, even if you don't score, wears the defense down, and it's tough to do that for 40 minutes.
A.J. Elliott checking into the game, as is Josh Smith for the Pioneers. So Coach Lamar going down the bench, bringing in some fresh faces. Now Drew Smith is going to inbound for the Pioneers. Looking. He's got to go all the way out to Trey Brown. Trey Brown with it at the top of the key.
Oh, Trey Brown about threw it to an official over here.
No, he was open.
No
Drew
doubt
Smith
about that.
goes away from the screen, lost control of the ball. It's got to reset. Going to take a little 17-footer, jumper up and good.
Drew Smith
Just outside of the right elbow, able to knock it down from the mid-range.
cooking with the wrist motion. Beautiful crossover there. Pull-up jumper. Chat's going to be happy about that.
A.J. Elliott able to poke the ball free. Now there's a 3 on the way up. No good. Elliott with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Trey Brown. Trey Brown coming up the far side of your screen. Cross court to Josh Smith. Now to Drew Smith. Drew in the corner. No good for 3. Heading back the other direction is Lee.
Drew Smith with a pretty looking jump shot. Shoots it with confidence.
There's a 3-pointer, no good by Landry.
Ooh,
and now Trey Brown going to be called for the personal foul, trying to knock that ball free from Randy Campbell. Just Trey's first personal of the evening.
Trey Brown doing a nice job on offense and on defense, doing a lot of things that aren't going to show up in the stat sheet, but definitely show up out here on the court as he gets his teammates extra buckets, a few extra steals, and starts some breaks.
First free throw up and good. Knocked down by Campbell. Lops takes a seat. Alexander returns. Again, Campbell with one more.
The scary thing about this MNU offense is it gets more dangerous when they add Cameron Brady back into it.
The size goes up, that's for sure. Drew Smith now handling the point guard duties for the Pioneers, bringing the ball up the floor. Just working dead center. Now angling to his right. Gets it to Josh Smith. Double team comes. Smith trying to get it away. Woo, wow, words are fun. Gets it to Alexander. Well, that was watching one thing happen and trying to say the other. Foul is called. Pioneers keep possession. There's the lob to Alexander. Alexander couldn't throw it down, but he comes down with it. Gets it to Drew Smith. Drew to Trey Brown. Brown working left. A little hop step. Kicks it back out. Alexander for 3 on the way. Short, no good. Rebound into the hands of the Falcons. The Falcons now racing down the floor. Lee with a little hesitation step, able to hit from the right side.
There's that smooth move Euro step by Jalen Lee, that we saw earlier this week. Last week.
Feels like this week.
It does. It's been a blur. A lot of basketball.
Yeah, and we're not done yet. Drew Smith with the drive. Shot left side, no good. Elliott not able to collect the rebound for the Pioneers. Landry down the floor, left side. Shot up, no good, but the follow is hit by Lee. 2 points for the Falcons. Trey Brown bringing it up the right side of the floor. Lee picks him up. Goes around the Elliott screen. Kicks it to Smith in the corner. Josh Smith for three. Missed everything, but Elliott with the board. Shot is blocked from behind. And now the ball is loose. I almost had it. Oh, man, I was open. And now we've got our TV timeout. I remembered this time. Media timeout, TV timeout, whatever you want to call it. So with that, we're going to step away for 60 seconds, and we'll be right back.
Understand what we're out here for, and we're out here to win games.
The expectations are always high just stepping on campus.
No matter whether you win or lose, you're winning or losing with grace.
You're doing something bigger than yourself. Competitive.
Discipline.
Family.
Integrity.
Passion.
We are pioneers.
This is MNU.
Things aren't fun.
All right, we're back. Falcons will inbound here right in front of the broadcast position. Good job by the cameraman not showing us. Jeez.
Got to avoid that.
No love. No love.
I know it.
Landry up the center of the floor, bringing it up for the Falcons. And they slowed the pace quite a bit. Landry working left.
MNU really sagging off back into the lane, forcing jump shots here.
Send it up top to Lee. Lee going to look at working right. Now coming left in the paint. Ball knocked free. It's loose. Lee comes up with it. Spins on Trey Brown. Couldn't hit. Follow no good. Ball loose again. The only person underneath for the Pioneers was Trey Brown. Let's be honest, not the tallest guy on the squad. So 2 points by the Falcons. I was wondering why I sound muffled. I put my mask back on during that timeout. Hard to talk through this thing. There we go. Alexander with it in the paint to the rim. Oh, leaves it short on the left side. So Alexander not able to connect. Now down the floor, sent away. Cairns with the block. They go to Spellman. Spellman wide open for three. Hits a no-look to Cairns. Cairns in the paint. Left side no good. Alexander not able to collect the offensive board.
And MNU not able to finish these easy layups.
Now we're going to have a foul on the Pioneers. Okay, Lee ran into the post, but I don't think he needed to. Anthony Brown called for the personal.
Here's that rejection. Cairns kind of let
Cairns,
him go.
whew.
Says he will have nothing and like it. Cairns is an impressive athlete. He literally let Jalen Lee go there to block the shot off the backboard. Not too many people can do that out here.
Well, I mean, since I've stopped doing that.
True.
Yeah.
It's a great point.
There's not many left.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
I
Lee,
had you taken that into effect.
That's right.
Into account.
Lee not able to connect on the first one, but hits on the second free throw. 64-42 is your score if you happen to just be listening to the golden tones of our voice and aren't looking at your screen. Now Spellman bringing it up the floor for the Pioneers. I'm sure longtime fans of the Pioneers are thinking, boy, this guy's a smart aleck enough. Now you give him a co-host here, and it's just real bad.
Oh.
Yeah. You're a bad,
dangerous
you're a
really
bad
quickly.
influence on me.
Oh.
We're gonna go with that.
It's just starting partner.
Yeah, like I haven't gotten myself in enough trouble in the last 5 years. Here's a three-pointer. Trey Brown able to hit from the stratosphere.
Trey Brown from way outside.
From way downtown, bang.
And we are not surprised by that at all.
No,
if you were
not.
here last year, Trey Brown possibly had a few that were taken outside the atmosphere. I mean, that kid shoots the ball at a high percentage from 30 feet.
Yeah. Well, he's in range when he walks in the gym.
Really, really impressive.
Long pass ahead to Spellman. Spellman back to Trey Brown. He's going to shoot it again. Feeling hot from behind the line. No good this time. Falcons bringing it down the floor. Jaiciente driving left. Puts a shoulder into Trey Brown. A shot no good. No call either direction. Anthony Brown with the rebound. Gets it to Cairns. Cairns up the floor. Drops it off with Trey. Trey now working to his left. As Anthony Brown back there with him. Alexander working underneath. Back to Anthony Brown. He's going to take a three. Long distance. No good. Too strong. And rebounded by the Falcons. Ball now loose on the floor. They're able to collect again. Alexander going for the tie-up, and Jaiciente was able to get rid of it. Pierce with the ball for the Falcons, looking to create. They go up top. Ball in the hands of Landry. Landry with it. Can't get around Spellman. Now he does. Dishes it off. A 16-footer, no good. Only hits the side of the backboard. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Got to make sure that backboard is
up to code.
Yeah, up to code. Here's another three-point shot. No good. Alexander flies in for the rebound. Trey Brown drives, gets it to Spellman. Spellman now drives, looking for the dish. High to Anthony Brown. Little touch pass around to Cairns. Cairns in the paint, all the way to the rim. Up and good and fouled.
And again, that possession kept alive there by Jake Alexander. Another part of what he brings to the table, just keeping that alive. So getting his teammates another extra possession, and they make him pay for it too. Patrick Cairns in line for an and one. You know, funny story about Trey Brown is his first year on campus when I was playing open gym with him with Coach Nate Launis, and didn't know much about him, and he missed a couple threes early on, so I started calling him Deuce Brown instead of Trey Brown.
Oh.
I didn't think he lived up to the name, but he's more than lived up to it these last couple years.
Yeah, he's been playing huge. Ciente with the ball for the Falcons, working to his right. Tried to drop it off with Hall. They had a little miscommunication. They keep the ball in their possession, though. Three-man weave run at the top. Ball loose again. Now Elias picks it up. Down to 10 on the shot clock. They go down low. Trying to get a shot over Lopes. No good. Rebounded by Cairns. Cairns coming up the center of the floor for the Pioneers. Out wide to Alexander. Alexander drives, dishes. Cairns, three on the way. Up, no good. And Elias with the rebound. Jackson Hall controls, now drops it off. We have more calls in the chat room to get Drew Smith in the game. I imagine his night is not done. Oh, Elias got Cairns in the air, and he was doomed at that point. The foul and the bucket. This is going to put Elias at the line, looking to complete the three-point play.
A.J. Elias had to go up against the 7-footer Grant Olson for Sterling College. Did a really nice job. Attacked him and went inside a few times, made a few nice post moves and scored on him.
Free throw is no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Spellman walking it up the floor, now going to a light jog. Pioneers just trying to run out the clock on this one. Trey Brown and Drew Smith to the scorer's table to check back in, so not the kind of guy to say I told you so, but Drew Smith's coming back in. Told you so.
Navigating this zone well. They get it to the middle. The Lopes back out to Anthony Brown.
They have options. Spellman going to have to create. Alexander's going to launch the three. Got it! Alexander. Spellman, a good feed. Went right side to Alexander. Knocked it in. See, I said Alexander, a little questionable behind the three-point line. He wanted to shut me up. Knocked one down. Elias has it in the post. Elias and Cairns down low. Turnaround jumper up and good.
There's Elias with that little turnaround jump shot. Crafty player inside.
Now here's a turnover on the Pioneers. Falcons heading down the floor. This time Cairns not able to come up with the block. That's two-pointer. Good by Rashad Wilson into the game. Spellman now brings it across half court. Goes right side to Anthony Brown. Back to Spellman up top. We go to Alexander. Alexander back to Spellman. And Pioneers just taking the shot clock down a little bit. They go underneath the Cairns. He feeds it back out to Anthony Brown. They're under 10.
Alexander open on the wing over here again.
Spellman's going to take the three this time. No good, but Cairns, Johnny on the spot, able to come up with the offensive board, puts it in. 75-50 is your score. 4 minutes remain in the ballgame. Again, don't forget, we're going to be right back here, same time, same place, tomorrow night.
Cairns in a nice job exploiting that size advantage inside that time, getting the easy bucket.
There's a drive by Hall, no good, dishes it out. Elias going to take a three-point shot. Got it. So Elias is having a good little spurt here in the second half. Just trying to narrow the gap. Spellman has it in the corner. Goes back up to Cairns, working it around to Alexander. Now Lops in the high post. Back to Alexander. He's feeling it behind the line. Three-pointer on the way, no good. This is rebounded by the Falcons. Hall bringing it up the floor. Gets it to Ciente. He drives left, dishes. Three-pointer on the way. That missed everything. Rebounded by Anthony Brown. Rashad Wilson trying to get the tray. Missed it all. Spellman now going around the screen. Long past Alexander in the corner. Alexander works to his left. Back up top to Spellman, now to Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown underneath to Cairns. Cairns, too much power on the layup, but Lops able to come up the offensive rebound and puts it in for 2.
We have a small congregation sitting by us down here.
Yeah, we do.
Haven't had a break in the action.
We're waiting for the next dead ball, and we'll have the substitutions coming in. I just got asked that in the chat.
Oh, great dish.
There's a great pass.
A little bit more of that sauce from Spelly.
Yep. Trey Brown and Drew Smith heading back to the bench, so looks like Drew Smith will be done for the day. Pioneers looking at putting in a different 5, and away they go. Kamari Armstrong checking in for his first minutes of the game. Aiden Michael coming into the game. Returning is A.J. Elliott. Josh Smith returning as well, and then our last Pioneer to hit the floor. Let's see, I can't see his number. Who is that young man? Who's that all the way on the far side? Is that a 33? There we go. You say his name because I was going to mess it up. 33 for the Pioneers. No.
33 for the Pioneers.
I'm going to mess it up. You told me it earlier.
I did.
Trio? No.
Trio.
Trio. Okay. Whew. Trio into the game.
Yeah, Pedro Lopes with a great effort there. 15 points for him. It's good to see him step into Cameron Brady's shoes and fill that role. Another guy with a great effort tonight, Drew Smith off the bench, did a really nice job. Real smooth player, ran the court well, and did a lot of different things for the Pioneers tonight. It's going to be fun to watch him play throughout the year.
Yes, you're getting all the love here in the chat room.
Well, you know,
look at that.
It's just the new guy thing.
Yeah, sure. I never get any love. Look at you, taking it all. Armstrong with the ball for the Pioneers, working to his left. Goes to Josh Smith. He's going to line up for 3 on the way. Got it! Josh Smith comes up with 3 points, 82-53.
Josh Smith saying that air ball earlier in the corner was a fluke. I think he got hit on that shot. Had to show everybody that he can shoot it.
Now Trio
jump shot.
Had the rebound, lost the ball. Ball's loose. Armstrong with it. They get it to Michael down low. Elliott, shot up and good. A.J. Elliott comes up with the layup from the left side. Now the Falcons looking for an answer. Stubbs with the 3, top of the key, able to knock it down. Coach Lamar calls a timeout, wants to get his last sub into the game. Sage Bolser checking into the game. So Bolser, he's a guard, freshman, 6 foot out of Rich Hill, Missouri. And that, what? Okay. Oh, tonight? I thought we were doing it Thursday. Okay. All right, so Sage Bolser into the game. Our cameraman's falling asleep. They're trying to get Bolser that 3 on its way. No good. Rebounded by the Falcons. I think the Pioneers are going to try and set him up one more time. We're looking to have one more possession before the end of the game. 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Elliott. They get it to Bolser. Bolser heading up the floor. This place is coming alive. He spins, fires it to Armstrong. Armstrong down low. Michael's shot, no good. Rebounded by A.J. Elliott. He's fouled.
You would think this is a conference finals game.
I know,
it's starting all of a sudden lit up.
It's starting to buzz in here.
It absolutely did. Some electricity.
So just so everyone knows, stay tuned at the end of this game. We're going to do the character award for the Falcons. We do that at the end of each game. And since this is their last game here in Olathe with us, we're going to take care of that after the game. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
Appreciate everybody that watched online. It was good to have you.
Yep, I hope you guys like the chat room feature. We love it.
Absolutely.
It's super fun.
Fun to have you guys with us.
We're down to the last 10 seconds of the game. 85-56 is your score at present moment. And it looks like the Falcons are content to just run out the clock and call it a day. And there we go. 85-56 is your score. So that's how the Pioneers get their season started with a convincing victory.
Anthony Brown led the Pioneers with 20 points, Pedro Lopes with 15, Blake Spellman with 13, Randy Campbell had 12 for the Falcons, Jovens Haciente had 11, and Jackson Hall added 9 for a final of 85-56 in favor of Mid-American Nazarene.
At this time, please
All right.
welcome.
We're going to turn our microphones to the athletic director, so please enjoy the presentation, and we'll see you here tomorrow night at 7:30 for the next Pioneer game.
Each year we think it's really important that all of the teams that we invite in pick someone off of their team who best represents what Jeff was like. And Jeff was just a great man of Christian character. He was very good at academics. He was an unbelievable leader. And so each one of our award winners from all the different schools. Tonight we're just going to do Kansas Christian because, believe it or not, this tournament doesn't end until Thursday. We're just going to do Kansas Christian, and our Kansas Christian Jeff Uphouse Award winner is Randy Campbell. Unfortunately, we had to do this social distancing thing, and Randy will be getting a medallion from us, but once again, that'll be coming in the mail as well. But that's just the way we have to do things this year. Congratulations, Randy. Randy's got it. Hey, and I think you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, Kansas Christian. Is this your fourth year in existence for basketball? Fifth? It's their fifth year in existence, and this is their fourth consecutive year of being a part of the Jeff Uphouse tournament. Let's give Kansas Christian. See you Thursday.
Actually, we have a game tomorrow night at 7:30. Ecclesia will be coming to town. So let's have a big crowd here again tomorrow night.